What is going on, everybody? I am back with another Wi-Fi battle. This time it is a match that I had against Mizticall. And a while ago he asked me for a 4th gen UU match and finally managed to get around to it after a while. And yeah, so I made a UU team and we kind of went at it and this is what happened. So, right off the bat, I'm going to lead off with my Primate as he ends up leading off with the Kangaskhan. Not exactly the best matchup for me despite my type advantage, just because of the fact that Kangaskhan does have Fake Out, and if he's Life Orb, it is going to do a lot of damage. And it does do a lot of damage because he is Life Orb. So, gonna go for the U-turn. That was my initial plan, just U-turn on whatever he wanted to lead off with, and he ends up switching out, goes to his Rotom, probably predicting the close combat. So now I do get the switch initiative, get to go into my Spiritomb. Now, I decided to go for a Calm Mind, figuring that maybe he would want to switch out or maybe go into Kangaskhan to take like a Shadow Ball and then retaliate with a Drain Punch or Hammer Arm, whatever move Kangaskhan wants. So I went for the Calm Mind, but he tricks me the Choice Scarf, so now I'm going to have to switch out of it because I am locked into the Calm Mind, so can't really do much to that thing. So decided to go into my Registeel because if he wants to switch into something else, predict my switch, then it's cool. I get my rocks up if the switch is, you know, not that bad for me, or not that bad of a type matchup. So he stays in, goes for the Shadow Ball, decides to just go for a Thunder Wave to hopefully try to paralyze the Rotom, but he goes into his Rhyperior, and yeah, so I'm gonna have to switch out of there. I decided to go into my Hitmontop, and I decided to go for the Foresight, predicting him to want to go into Rotom to take a close combat. But he stays in, goes for an Earthquake, and this Earthquake does a lot of damage to me despite the fact that he's at -1 attack. So I think that he has quite a bit of attack investment, or that's just Rhyperior's amazing natural high attack. But anyways, I decided to go into... No! I decided to go into my Spiritomb as he also decides to switch out, decides to go into his Rotom. And I have a better matchup, so I'm just going to stay and go for Dark Pulse. Mainly just to leave Spiritomb as Death Bar, because whatever he wants to go into, I get damage off from that. But he goes to Blaziken. And now I really just want to leave this thing in as Death Bar because I want to see what set this is, see what Pokemon on my team can handle it the best. Turns out he's a special set, so I'm just going to stay and just go for Dark Pulse until it kills me off. But thanks to the fact that he ends up missing 3 of them in a row, that will allow me to get enough damage off on him to the point where if he has a Life Orb, that will kill him off. Or if not, I can just go into my Primate, which can outspeed this thing, even if that thing is also Scarf. But it turns out he is Life Orb. So, double down, he goes into his Kangaskhan, which is probably the better thing on his team that I know of that can, or probably the best thing he has to switch into a double down. So I go into my Hitmontop, predicting that just to get the Intimidate off on him. And he doesn't want to take close combat, so he's going to go into his Slowbro. And the second he revealed Slowbro, I was kind of like, oh. I looked at my team, and I realized I didn't have anything for Slowbro, so I'm kind of just like, yeah, this isn't good, because Spiritomb is probably the better thing I have for Slowbro, because I can switch a moves, so go from there, even though I don't know how much that matters. But anyways, I decided just to leave him on top, him on top in as Death Botter, because I just want to stay switching to something to take this thing on. So scope close combat, get some damage off on him. Then I decide to reveal my own Blaziken, and then I'm just going to double back into my Alakazam because I'm going to predict him to want to hopefully go into a grass type, because just looking at his team, he has Blaziken for fire, Slowbro for water. So I really want to say that he has like a grass type on his team that he has not revealed to me yet. And yeah, he hasn't revealed one Pokemon to me, so I want to say it's a grass type. So I was kind of expecting that. Like I had a gut feeling that it was a Venusaur. Don't know why, probably because that's probably one of the best grass Pokemon in UU in 4th gen. But anyways, he does predict he does switch into something, I don't know. Current matchup is Registeel versus Kangaskhan, and I'm just gonna leave Registeel in just to take hits from this thing because I know I can, even if he does want to go for a fighting move, I know I could take that because it's unstabbed. and then just go for Iron Heads, get some damage off on this thing. I went for Iron Head over Explosion because I didn't want him to switch into Rotom, predicting the explosion, and then I pretty much just am dead with a dead Registeel, and he is a safe switch with Rotom. But either way, he decides to switch into his Rhyperior, and I've got no problem with that either, just because of the fact that it's I still have super effective stab damage on this thing. So that's pretty much the plan. Goes for Earthquake. That actually doesn't kill me just because Registeel is a boss like that. You can take hits all day, every day. And yeah, so I'm just gonna barely live this Earthquake as a matter of fact. And then this next turn, I'm not too sure if it really mattered in the long run or not. If it was just like an extra turn added to the battle or not. But I decided to just go for Explosion because hey, it's 4th gen. If you have a Pokemon with Explosion, just go for that because it's 4th gen. Why the hell not? So Explosion, he's just gonna barely live. He told me that he lived with 5 HP, so hey. So right here, I was debating if I wanted to go into Primeape or Blaziken, and Primeape just because go for the U-turn, kill this thing off, go into something else. But I didn't think U-turn would kill, just because Rhyperior is so goddamn bulky, plus it's resisted, plus it's unstabbed. I highly doubt that U-turn would kill even at that range. So now I just kill off the Rhyperior with my Blaziken, and he goes into Slowbro, and now I kind of have to let this thing die because my only Pokemon that I have left to take on the Slowbro is my Alakazam, which has the Signal Beam, but at the same time it's Choice Specs, so I'm going to have to play with my moves well. Like, at this point, I'm going to have to play with my moves really damn well just in order to win this match, because I haven't seen his last Pokemon, I don't know what it is. Turns out it is a Venusaur because he reveals that right here, so it's kind of like, yes! Yes. I don't know. But Signal Beam does not as much as I would have liked this thing. It's specs. I understand it's neutral and unstabbed, but it's a specs. It's a specs Alakazam. It's supposed to do a lot of damage. But anyways, my only last hope was, hey, maybe I can go. Maybe he'll predict, or maybe he'll want to go for the Sleep Powder. So I go into Primeape because Vital Spirits stay awake. Blah blah blah. But he just goes for Power Whip, cleans out my Primeape. Now I'm just going to go into Alakazam, and my only hope at this point is if I can crit. No, actually, at this point it's game, because Psychic will definitely not kill the Slowbro, and Slowbro can just probably just kill me off with a Surf. Plus he has this thing which can just fake out Sucker Punch, do all that kind of fun jazz, and just kill me off. So that right there was game. So good game, Mike, and yeah, that's really about that. So I really don't feel like narrating this again. So if the narration was kind of poor compared to usual, then oh well. Like, I woke up kind of feeling bad this morning, so But anyways, that was about that blathering on. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this match. If you did, leave comments down below. Do not forget to show the like button some love. And if you're not subscribed already and wish to see more content from me in the future, then feel free to click that subscribe button down below. So with all that stuff being said, thanks for watching and peace.